Day 143 and extremely busy weekend this weekend. Comments, I will respond to every single comment that has been sent. The Lions Den checking in. I'll respond to those tomorrow, every single one. All right, so keep checking in, keep posting. It's just been a busy weekend. Yesterday morning, woke up. My daughter had a soccer game. We had that. Then we came home, went, straight to a party, and I made the video in between the party, as you saw last night. Woke up this morning. My daughter had a performance. She sang great. She did another great job singing. But that was kind of like the Eagles game and her performance were taking place at the same time. So we raced home to catch the Eagles game. Didn't miss much because they were getting absolutely dominated. It was 26-7 at one point. If you know about football, 26-7, they were getting beat in all three phases of the game. Absolutely dominated. And, second half, they came out and they came back and won. And they had a fourth and goal at the 4. And I turned to my wife, Mindy, and I said, "Do you think there's anyone on the planet that doesn't think that the Eagles are going to score here?" And of course, they scored and then wound up blocking a field goal. It was an incredible win over a really good LA Rams team. But the Eagles they just have that energy and that mojo right now, and I'm sure most of them are falling asleep in the wish fulfilled. I had to put that in there, but I wanted to share a glitch that happened yesterday, and then I'll go into the Lions Den. But yesterday, leaving my daughter's soccer game, we were, getting into it. My wife and I drove separately because she had to go take care of something. I took my daughter to her soccer game. My wife met us there. So we both had our Teslas there. And so we're walking into the parking lot and I notice a car that's there. And I'm looking at the car and I'm like, wow, this is a really cool car. And it had a T on the front. I'm like, is this a Tesla? And so I asked my wife, and she's like, yeah. She's like, this is a model. And I was like, that wasn't there when we went to the dealership, because I'm thinking to myself, I might have gotten this Tesla instead of my Tesla. And I'm looking at my Tesla, which is a couple parking spots down, and comparing the two. And my daughter's chiming in. And so we're all talking about this Tesla here. And so, anyway, that was it. And my daughter and I got into the car and I drove her, and she came with me to go charge my Tesla. And as we're driving to the charging station, we see one of those, I'm not sure if tractor trailer is the right term, but one of those trucks with like all of the cars, like transporting the cars from, to the dealership. And there's like 10 cars on the truck and trailer. And it was a Tesla truck and trailer. And I said to Peyton, this is how it works. All right. Did you see how focused we were on Tesla? And we were all talking about Tesla. And then all of a sudden, 10, 15 minutes later, we get more Tesla. So that was a glitch I wanted to share. But for anybody who's, might be stumbling upon this video, watching this for the first time, like, that's how it works. It's just whatever you're focused on, whatever you're curious about. These kinds of things, we call them glitches, but they happen all of the time. But you have to be present in order to realize, like, that's happening. Like, this is a simulation. This is the real world. This is where you're creating everything. It's the projector, and then this is the projection. Sometimes, depending on what you're visualizing, or, if you're trying to change your life, this is going to take a while in most cases to project out into your world, and you're going to have to be more consistent and more focused on it. But if it's something that you don't really care about as much, and it's not like a big deal like that, it'll show up like 10 or 15 minutes later. All right, so um Lions Den. I'm pretty sure everyone checked in. I know Lee Hodges checked in. I'm not sure if Nora checked in. Brent and Kate, I know, checked in. Shadow Flare, I know, checked in. And Thankful, I'm not sure. She normally doesn't check in on the weekends. As I said, it's been a busy weekend, and I will catch up on the comments. But I'm going to shout out all 6 people because they've been so consistent. And whether you checked in yesterday or last night or not, as as you can tell, my life gets a little more busy on the weekends, and I have less time to be to make a quality video. I'm just trying to kind of squeeze them in to make sure I stay non-negotiable, and also shout out the people in the Lions Den. All right, so all 6 people falling asleep in the wish fulfilled, changing their lives, and you can too. Just start checking in. Start, just comment underneath, leave a check mark. Fell asleep in the wish fulfilled. Your life will change. All right, so that's going to be it. I'm going to go watch the Kansas City versus the Giants. My guess is that Kansas City probably dominates this game, but you saw the Cleveland Browns beat the Green Bay Packers today, so anything is possible. All right, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your night. Day 142 in the books. I'll see you tomorrow for day 143. Love you all.